Hello, this is George Senda, the real, official, original, authentic, one and only the guy from Pittsburgh. Accept no YouTube imposters, copyright infringers, trolls, haters of Art Bell, haters or liars who are now promoting yet another total BS story about me and my neighbor Ted. Now, I'm dealing with the fact that my cat, little girl, who I posted a video of her following me on Friday, has disappeared. I have not seen her since Saturday, and something fell off the kitchen counter with a crash and woke me up out of my sound sleep. I was cleaning the kitchen, and I walked the entire length of the complex last night and about 4 square blocks of the area here calling her name. And she normally comes in for her wet food and go to sleep. And it took 10 years of patient coaxing for me to get her to come in and stay in because she was always skittish and she was born here. And I just went out to put dry food up for the cats, and it is freezing out there, which is nuts because the weather report says we're going to get 79-degree temperatures here, and later in the month, 84. So, but right now it's 40-something, and it feels like an iceberg. Now, as to my neighbor Ted, the little tiger cat from across the street kept going to his apartment door and pawing at the door. Tiger cat, everybody loves Tiger cat. He's a cute little gray and white tabby with white paws. And Tiger would go into Ted's apartment, would curl up in his arms and go to sleep in his bed. Ted would go to sleep too. Tiger followed Ted everywhere. Tiger loved Ted, and Ted loved kitties. He had an orange kitty that disappeared, and he would go over and sit with Orangey, sometimes for hours. And Orangey would flop and curl up in Ted's lap. But I didn't know Ted that long. He hadn't moved in here. He moved down there after my friend Duke died of cancer. He was here maybe 2 or 3 months. And yesterday, I met his ex-wife and her current husband. They went into the apartment, and they're starting to see what they can do with Ted's stuff. They were nice enough to give me the lamp that's sitting behind my Mac. Sorry, I'm not awake. I got this very big lamp and a small table to replace the table. Actually, it's a bookshelf that Fluffy broke, and 6 paranormal books. But people are now saying I got $10,000 or thousands of dollars from Ted's estate. The man doesn't even have an estate to speak of. He has an estate, but I did not know anything about his finances. He seemed to have money all the time. He gave me $20 once for the cat food and gave me wet food and dry food. That's the only thing I ever got from the man. I liked him very much, and his wife said that he had emotional issues for years, that when he was off his medication, his emotional health suffered. And he had told me he was being poisoned by invisible gas being injected into his apartment through small microscopic holes coming through the wall that you could not see. He told them, the husband of his ex-wife told me that yesterday. That's a story they told them, or he told them, sorry. So this is the same canard that happened in June or July, I forget which right now because I'm not awake, when I was sent $500 by a woman in Australia who was harassed unmercifully by people from Bellgab. And at that time, I sent my financial statement to people on my email list to prove that I did not have $10,000, and Kathy and I did a video on it. So I did not receive thousands of dollars from Ted before he died or after his death. He gave me $20 for cat food and canned Friskies and dry Friskies when his little orange cat disappeared. And that cat hasn't been seen for maybe 2 months. Ted lived here maybe 6 months. I don't remember for certain. I was up all night cleaning my kitchen. I've got about half the kitchen counter clean, but there's a lot of stuff in the counter that I've got to straighten out. I've still got to move stuff from the white stackable thing, and I've got the whole sink full of dishes that have to be re-cleaned because they're dusty. And I walked 4 blocks in circumference around here to look for little girl, and walked the entire complex calling her name. She usually hangs out with Mama Cat and Kitten and some homeless person or someone. There was a little bin that the Koreans used to live here, built for them to sleep in and cuddle in at night and stay warm. They had warming pads in there. Somebody threw it out. And Kitten right now is lying on a doormat trying to stay warm. Frankly, if I had thousands of dollars anywhere, I would be out of here. Wouldn't even worry about an iPad at first. And Mama Cat, Kitten, orangey, gray, talky, tiny, the new gray one, little girl, Fluffy, and Fuzzy would all be going with me, because I would buy a piece of land or buy property or buy a house. And they'd all be safe and warm and wouldn't have to worry about predators or people harassing them or cars or other animals attacking them. So I have $3 in my Capital One account. Someone online sent me $35 for wet cat food. And I have a bin of these pouches. And I opened 2 boxes last night of the Meow Mix cups. And I have 4 cans of Friskies. And I don't know what I've got in bank. Well, I've got $35 in Bank of America because someone, and I don't know if they want to let me mention who they were, so I won't. That's for wet cat food. And I have about $8 in quarters for laundry. That's the extent of my finances. I have $33 available on my Capital One card. I'm keeping that for cat food and food for myself till the first of the month. And I'm also dealing with Kathy's issues. She's got a housing inspection tomorrow, and Patty is going over to help vacuum and shampoo her rugs. So this is another bold-faced lie, and people are telling people not to donate to help me buy an iPad and a GoPro 8 so I can do live videos again. So I can't get into my Capital One account, but I can easily go down and get a receipt on the first of the month when I put more money into it, because they have a thing where you have to identify yourself online, and it won't work with my crappy Android Medicare phone. But I can easily get them to send me a printout, as I had to send one to housing. That took 27 days to get here in September from the time I ordered it. So there are no thousands of dollars in my bank account. I wouldn't be sitting here, and by the way, it's freezing here right now. Even though it's 47 out there, it feels like an iceberg in here. I don't even remember where I put the heaters. I'm going to have to plug the heater back in at this rate. If I had $1,000, the other thing I'd do, the first thing I would do is wash the box of blankets in the back bedroom and put some extra blankets in the bed and have clean bedding and for the cats and for me. But I'm warning my little girl cat, who was very sweet, who was born here like Fluffy and Fuzzy, and I don't know if she got scared. Saturday, the kids here were screaming and yelling at the top of their lungs at 9:30 at night, which is about the time normally that Fluffy and Fuzzy and little girl get fed. Maybe little girl ran away. Maybe one of the kids chased her and she's hiding. I don't know. Or maybe she got killed by a car or a person. We have cat haters in this building. So I can prove the state of my finances And a man I barely knew who loved cats did not give me thousands of dollars. I wish he had. I could have used it, but I wouldn't have presumed to ask because I didn't know him that well. So things are falling. My camera pieces are falling off the safe here. So if you hear this stuff online that I'm giving a substantial amount of money, it would have to be 4 figures or higher. It's total BS. And I can prove it. I'll just send the statement out and a copy of my Capital One receipt to my email list. And then you can put the lie in your pipe and smoke it, as my late father used to say, because it's all not true. I need a haircut badly, and I would go spend $15 for a haircut. And I'd be eating a steak this morning, and I wouldn't be freezing in here. But I'm worried about little girl. I love her very much. She's my baby, like Fuzzy and Fluffy. And she loved to get. Lately, she's been standing up on the bed and nuzzling me for petting. And she's purring when I pet her. And she's very soft and sweet. So don't believe the bullshit from these liars from Bellgab and elsewhere. Because I can prove how much I've got in the bank. And there's no wads of cash sitting here either. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. And by the way, it is now, last time I saw her is when I did a video about 9 o'clock Friday night. She came in Friday night to eat. This is Monday, and it is 7:53 in the morning. So the last time I sent emails to people, it was something like 56 hours since I've seen her. It's now close to 60. And I've had a headache all day yesterday, and I've been worried sick about her. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great day. Stay wet, warm, dry, or cool as the case may be. Stay safe. And don't listen to anything that comes out of any source unless you hear it from me, because 99% of the time it's not true. Bye-bye for now.